Hi, this is Makar, and today I'll be talking about the war updates in Ukraine for February 19th. Before I start, as usually, I would like to ask you to click on like on this video and also leave any comment, as comments always help to promote the YouTube channel. So in order for me to grow my channel, I need more interactions, more comments, more likes. So please do that. I would really appreciate it. So now let's go to see some data. So today is day number 361, and there are 142,860 Russian personnel being liquidated in Ukraine since February 24th, 2022. That's plus almost 600 since the last day. Also, Ukrainian army had a quite successful day by destroying 7 Russian tanks and 12 APVs, as well as some other equipment, and shutting down 2 Russian missiles. Now let's go to Telegram and see some Russian infographics, some Russian propaganda. And the reason why I'm showing it is basically to see what, let me pause it, to see what propaganda channels are feeding their people, their humans, their population. So they call the war a special military operation, and after they annexed eastern and southern Ukraine, they mark it as the same color as Russia. But be advised, this is Ukrainian territory over here, and Crimea. So let's watch it.
Russian forces launched several missile strikes against AFU facility in Khmelnytsky. According to preliminary reports, the location of the 383rd Separate UAV Regiment, where Ukrainian drones might have been stored, was hit.
Sorry about that.
AFU have once again struck Gorno, Elizavetovka, and Popovo.
Let me reload this. As my PC is not that powerful to operate, showing videos and basically recording it. So that's why I'm having these issues.
Russian forces launched who have once again struck Gornal, Elizavetovka, and Popovo Ležachi in the border districts of Kursk region. 3 households came under fire, but no casualties were reported. Ukrainian formations shelled Shebekinsky urban district. In Shebekino, a woman was seriously wounded and hospitalized in intensive care, while in Novaya Tavalzhanka, a 12-year-old girl was killed. In Kupyansk sector, Russian troops liberated Hryanikivka on the eastern bank of Oskil River.
Once again, this is Russian troops fighting basically on Ukrainian soil, taking over control of Ukrainian towns, but they call it liberation. That's 1984's Orwell's reality in Russia. This is occupation, not liberation.
The enemy launched a series of unsuccessful counterattacks in an attempt to retake the settlement, but the servicemen repelled the attack. Positional fighting and artillery duels continue in Lyman sector. Ukrainian forces attempted to storm Russian positions in the direction of Ploshchanka, but failed. After liberation of Paraskovivka, fighters of Wagner PMC
Once again, this is occupation, not liberation.
Advance on Berkivka, through which several important routes run. Russian forces are engaged in heavy street fighting on the northern and eastern outskirts of the settlement. In Bakhmut, Wagner PMC fighters knocked out Ukrainian forces from positions near Champagne Wine Factory. On the southern outskirts of the city, Wagner PMC fighters have reached Radyansky Lane from Opitny side. Southwest of Bakhmut, the enemy managed to push Russian troops back from the Bakhmut-Konstantinivka road. Fighting is now taking place on the approaches to the motorway. Ukrainian forces again carried out massive shelling on Voroshilovsky district of Donetsk. As a result, the building of Donetsk prosecutor's office and several civilian buildings were damaged and 7 people were injured.
Okay, enough of Russian propaganda. Now let's briefly look at the video of the convoy of Polish T-72 tanks. That's one tank. This is in Poland. The convoy is moving to the eastern border, so basically Polish border with Ukraine. Okay, this video is giving me a hard time as well. So now let's go to the map. So in Kosovo, over here, Kosovo Prime Minister said Russia has an interest in transferring the impact of its war in Ukraine to the Balkans. In France, French Defense Minister said we will deliver AMX-10 light combat tanks to Ukraine by the end of next week, which is a good news. Now let's look at Sumy region. Over here in Sumy region, Russian army shelled Ветеринарне, Козача Лопань, Стрілеча, and Krasne Persha. My bad, this is in Kharkiv region. In Sumy region, Russian army shelled Kozacha, Bunyakine, Ruzhivka, Wolfene, and Volodymyrivka, all of these towns. Now let's look at Kupiansk region, which is over here. Oh, by the way, I believe it's here. Nope. 1 person wounded as a result of Russian shelling in Vovchansk town of Kharkiv region. Now, in Kupiansk region, Russian army shelled Novomlinsk, Dvorichna, Grenkhivka, and Kupiansk of Kharkiv region, and Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Gorobivka and Masyutivka of Kharkiv region, over here and over here. Now, in Luhansk region, Svatova area, Russian army shelled Berestove of Kharkiv region and Stelimokhivka of Luhansk region. They also shelled Nevsky, Chernovo-Popivka, Dibrova, and Kreminna of Luhansk region, and also Ukrainian army repelled Russian attacks near Chernovo-Popivka. And Kreminna over here and over here. Now, let's see the deep state map, and let's see how the front line changed in this area. So let me go over here. So this is February 19th. We're gonna look at February 18th and compare it to 19th, where Russians pulled back over here. Ukrainian military advanced a little bit in this area. And there was a not significant change over here as well, near Yampolivka and Zarichne. But as of 19th, Ukrainians advanced towards Kreminna on the south. Now, let's watch a video from Kreminna area. That's gonna be right here. That's fighting in the trenches, hopefully. Oh no, again. There is nothing I can do with it, but let me reload it. So let's click here, and hopefully it's gonna load. There's no problems. So this is in Kreminna area. The ground fighting, as you hear, gunfire.
Да, вони як будто обходять. Ні, не бачу.
And for everyone who has questions like how these guys are recording videos and shooting, they have GoPros on the helmets and on the like body cams. So some of them, like this one, he doesn't have the GoPro on the helmet, but there are soldiers with helmets. Or body cam. Obviously, this one I believe it's a body cam. Okay, so this is quite intense fighting. So let me put on load several other videos that we're gonna watch later. This one. Let's watch it. This is an artillery. Okay. Let me pause it. So, now let's look at Bilohorivka area. And in Bilohorivka, Russian army, and Bilohorivka is over here, this one, of Luhansk region. So here, Russian army shall Bilohorivka and Spirne, and Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Bilohorivka and Vyimka of Luhansk region. Russian army also shelled Rozdolivka and Zaliznyanske of Donetsk region, and Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Fedorivka over here. Now let's go back and watch this video of another artillery. That's quite loud. Okay, and another one that I have for you, that's gonna be over here. Okay, we watched it. Oh, I get this one. Hopefully it's gonna, yeah. It's gonna be too loud. Героям слава. Okay, now let's go back to the map. So in Krasna Hora, Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Berhivka and Dubovo-Vasyukivka, these two towns. And there was a slight, light change of the front line. So over here, so if you look at Krasna Hora, so this is 19th, and on 18th the front line was like this. So Russians advanced a little bit towards Berhivka, as you can see, in Yagidne. Okay, let's go to Bakhmut area. Russian army shelled Bakhmut, Ivanivske, Chasiv Yar, Klishivka over here, and Stupochki. Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Ivanivske, Bakhmut, and Chasiv Yar over here. Now, Russians also shelled Kurdyumivka and New York over here. And I have another video from Bakhmut. That's gonna be this one. This is fighting in Bakhmut and current situation in Bakhmut. So look how everything is destroyed, like all this. This is what war is. Like,
Целься! Давай вторую заряжай! В огонь! В огонь! В окно, в огонь!
this is how Russian invaders are being liquidated.
Все, слазим.
Okay, and I have another one that is number 5. Where's this ones? Yeah, so this is a drone footage. So let me turn off the sound. This is a Russian invader is trying to shut down Ukrainian drone, shooting it at the drone. And look, you know, I hope you've noticed something on the ground next to this guy, his comrades, yeah, and that's a grenade falling through the benches, and the Russian cockroaches are running around. This is the one sleeping, and that's a greeting for him, crawling. Not anymore. Okay, so now let's go to the map, and what is going on? Okay, so now we're gonna look at Avdiivka area, where Russian army shelled Avdiivka, Vesele, Vodяне, and Nevelske, and they also shelled Georgiivka and Marinka as well. In Donetsk, over here, shelling reported in central Donetsk, and there is a photo of the smoke after the shelling. That's Donetsk city. And I have another video for you that is called Hunting. That's number 8. So this is obviously a drone footage with like thermal vision. So that's you know, Russian cockroaches on Ukrainian soil, and something is falling, and something, you know, I code this word, something is falling from the dropping from the drone, a greeting to Russian occupants, and that's gonna be right now. Boom. And yep, this is what happens to Russian invaders. They die. Okay. Now, we talked about Marinka area already. Now, moving to Vuhledar, where Russian army shelled Bogoyavlenka, Vuhledar, Zolota Niva, Velika Novosilka, Vremyivka, and Neskuchna. All of these towns. Ukrainian mill tripled Russian attacks near Vuhledar. And now, Zaporizhia region. Oh, by the way, I have the last video for you from Vuhledar. As you can see, that's a tank. It's quite snowy. And let me turn the sound up. Okay, so now Zaporizhia region, Russian army shelled Malinivka, Stepove, Mali Sherbaki, Novodanilivka, Mala Tokmachka, and Bilogirya of Zaporizhia region. Now, in Dnipropetrovsk region, Russian army shelled Nikopol, Mariivka, Marhanets, and Verkhnyo Mikhailivka. And 2 people wounded. And also over here, this is Dnipropetrovsk region. So near Pokrovska, Russians shelled this area as well. Now, back to the Zaporizhia region. Berdyansk, big fire in Berdyansk city of the Zaporizhia region was reported. And we're gonna look at Kherson region. Over here, Russian army shelled Береслав, Козаче, Понятівка, Садове, Веселе, Антонівка, Велетенське, Берегове, and Kherson city of Kherson region. Now, over here, I believe, no, right here. 3 people killed, 8 wounded, including children, as a result of Russian shelling in Burhunka village of Kherson region. And that's the photo of this one. This is the private house that was shelled by Russians. And that's another photo of the bus stop being shelled by Russians. Okay, this is it for today. If you like this video, please click on like and share it with your friends who might find this video interesting. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day.